Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and I just wanted to do a thank you video for Thanksgiving. We're getting ready to eat our hams and turkeys and chickens or whatever the heck it is you're actually eating for Thanksgiving. And it's supposed to be a time of year where we take the time to be thankful for certain things. And I've spent a lot of my year being that way, so almost in a sense, I almost didn't want to make the, wishy-washy thank you video this year, only because I've had so many thank you experiences over the last several months with everything that's happened this year that I don't know. I guess I didn't really know how I could make this thank you video any more unique than that. I mean, I'm always afraid of saying thank you too many times, and then people are, I guess, kind of numb to it. Like, yeah, of course he's saying thank you, whatever. Of course he's going to say thank you. But I still feel like, after sitting down and kind of just staring at my PC for an hour, deciding whether or not I wanted to do it, that I wanted to do it. It wasn't a matter of whether I should or, whether I needed to. It was a matter of wanting to do it. Because any time I have to think about a holiday, or any time I have to think about, I guess, what's kind of happened to me in this last year, I always have to, I guess, kind of do almost like mental gymnastics when it comes to getting myself in the mood to do content nowadays. It's just been the case ever since what happened earlier this year in March when I lost my father. And it's why these thank you videos have mattered more to me than ever. I've done them before, but they've mattered now more than ever to me, because it's those people who I have to be thankful to that help get me through those times where I'm just sitting there just like my brain won't work. I can't get the motivation to do something. I can't come up with an idea, or I come up with an idea and after take, I just don't believe in it. A good example is that's the 012 Savage Guide. That's almost made, but every time I sit down to work on it, I'm not happy with it. I don't think it's adequate. I don't think I'm adequate. And it's always been an insecurity of mine ever since the beginning of making content for Final Fantasy XIV, and it still remains to be one of my biggest problems. It's massively exacerbated this year. But, in those moments, whenever I do bounce back, it's usually because I have a lot of stuff that I want to be talking about, and I'm always thinking about the people who actually want to hear me talk about those things. It's very rare that you have the opportunity like mine to be someone who can post things that are, trying to be helpful to new players, or, I guess you have an opinion that people actually hold some value in. Because I don't hold value in my own opinion. I guess I view it just as another voice in the ocean of voices, that everyone has ideas and speculations and opinions. And while I can state mine, I guess I feel other people put a lot more value on it than I do. And that kind of just goes back to the way I got started on YouTube, just posting my opinion and posting like news and stuff like that while injecting my opinion into it. And I thought I was just another voice in the ocean. And people have, I guess, somehow taken that and made it something more. And without those people who do want to listen to my opinions, or do want to hear what my thoughts are, agree or disagree, doesn't really matter. I still have to be thankful to every single person who clicked on that video or shared a comment, even if it's one that I completely despised or completely disagree with. They're still giving me the time of day. They're still giving my opinion the time of day. It still matters enough to them, to everyone who likes or may dislike it, that it had to be a part of their life in that given moment. And that's something special. Now, I'm especially reminded of this because when I thought about what to say to, what I'm thankful for, saying just the people who watch my channel, it's kind of generic. And that's why, again, I felt that, maybe I didn't need to do, or shouldn't do a thank you video. But then I think about, we just had the North American Fan Festival for Final Fantasy XIV. And every time I go, there's always an injection of confidence for me. I want to make sure that it doesn't inflate an ego, because I had an issue with my ego years ago where I didn't really know how to handle any of all these things I'm talking to you about. And I let other people make me think I was more important. And I had to, dial that back and humble it. And every time I go to these fan festivals, this injection of positivity still kind of keeps my ego in check, reminds me I'm nothing without these people. And it's an important point to always nail home. But it just injects confidence. Like, I should keep doing what I do. I should continue to make content. I should, kind of just go past what other people have to say, or what certain people have to say, and focus on, the people who do enjoy the content that I like, and make sure that I'm giving them the things that they want. And this fan fest was that times 1,000. I've been to all 3 of the North American fan festivals. Haven't had the pleasure of being to any of the other ones, but there's always just a sea of smiling faces. Like, I see these people and they walk up to me, and sometimes those of you who come up to me at an event, sometimes you're a little timid, sometimes you're not really sure how to approach, and sometimes you know exactly what you want to say to me. And it doesn't matter what kind of person, whichever one of those walks up to me, they're someone who, once again, thought I was important enough, and what I had to say and the content I created was important enough to make me a part of their day. Because they could have just walked past, and I could have been another face that didn't matter. And I always will view myself that way, but they didn't. And that's special for me. It's really special. So every picture I took, every autograph that I gave, and I always tell people, like, why do you want this thing? This thing isn't worth anything now. It ain't gonna be worth anything later. But they still want it. And that's an honor. You'd think maybe some people say, oh, it's an honor to get your autograph. No, it's an honor to give an autograph, especially when you don't believe it's worth anything. When someone asks you for something, you're just like, oh, I don't think anyone should have value in this. I guess maybe I should put more value in myself, just not going over the top like maybe a few years ago. But man, am I grateful. It's not even just thankful. It's grateful. It's humbling. It's so many different words that this is why my videos drag on. Because I just have so many thoughts and so many things I want to share, and so many experiences that I want to make part of your life. Since you're willing to give me the time, I want to make more of my experiences part of your day and part of your life, because you've made me such an important part of it in the first place. So, standing there with Sly, or, having a talk with Ethis or Mary, or, seeing Miz for the first time. I see her once every 2 years, and we're always like, we have to pretend to be rivals for one picture. And then we remember that we just have this mutual respect for one another that everyone seems to think doesn't exist. Getting to see Zeno so happy. He was just so excited to be there, and his positivity was just radiating in ways that, I don't know. It's just so much positivity that putting it in words is super difficult. But man, I could talk about FanFest, and I could talk about the YouTube channel, I could talk about the Twitch channel, I could talk about all that stuff all day. You guys know this. This is why I get made fun of for fucking long videos all the time. But I'm just that passionate, and I want to continue being that passionate. I'm going to continue being that passionate for all the people who have watched my channel, for all the people who continue to watch my channel, for every person who's ever said anything good, and even some of the people who say some of the bad. Because I don't know, again, you're still giving me your time I still matter that much that you have to say the thing that you disagree or find poor, constructive criticism, or any of those things. You can't dislike any of these people, even if you don't agree with them, because I shouldn't matter to you anyway. I guess this is becoming a giant, like, I don't believe in myself kind of thing, but you guys do. And that matters to me, It's been a hell of a journey, man. But I am incredibly grateful. I'm incredibly thankful. And not just to you guys. I mean, I've got friends that, have believed in me way back when. Friends who still support me to this day, even though I barely see them because I don't live in New Jersey, or I don't get to hang with them anymore. My girlfriend and my family who, despite this crazy idea that this could be something that was such an important aspect of my life, they always believed in me. They always pushed me to the next step. And Mel especially, who, if I'm being grateful to you guys, let's say you guys are a multiplier of 1, her is like a multiplier of 1,000. Because there are so many times you guys don't even know where I was ready to give up. I was completely ready to throw it all away. And she's always like this voice. You know what they say? Between every... Well, I don't like this quote because I don't like to call myself a great man. Behind every great man is a greater woman. And you guys call me great. I'll call her great, whether or not you guys think I'm great. But that really rings true here. And she may not be in the forefront of anything, but she is... Without her, let me just say, so much of the content I have, you would not have on my channel. So it's... you can tell how much I'm trying to bite back, like, more emotions because I keep doing this. That's a nervous tendency right there. And saying it is, I guess, cathartic in a sense. It just, I don't know. I should probably stop the video. I should probably just stop the video because we'll be here all day. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm looking forward to making more content as we move our way into Shadowbringers. Of course, we've got other stuff to visit. Final Fantasy XI's got a fan festival a fan event coming up. I think they're officially calling it. There's some other titles. I'm looking forward to checking out some content that I want to create. Kingdom Hearts 3 went gold. It's coming out. It's real. We still have a bunch of remasters, things like Crystal Chronicles for Final Fantasy. We've got series that people really want me to continue, and I really need to do you guys an honest service and continue those things in a reasonable manner, like the bestiaries and the Let's Plays, which always appear, disappear. This inconsistency, man. Yeah, you know, it's those voices that are always biting me in the head. And it's your voices that eventually push me back to the light, and then my own voices that pull me back. And it's a push and pull. And you guys give me way more of the effort than I deserve. But I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm really looking forward to what this video will look like a year from now, and what I'll be grateful for and thankful for then. Because every year it's been more and more and more. And I hope that it continues. So thank you to my wonderful girlfriend, Mel. To my family who, despite the craziness, supported me. Thank you to all of you who watch this video and every other video and who post a comment, even if we disagree. It doesn't matter because we're all part of this community. We all just want to have fun, enjoy things, and share how we feel with other people. So keep doing that, even if we disagree. You don't need me to agree, because at the end of the day, all of our opinions matter, at least to, if not to ourselves, to the people around us. So thank you again. And I will see you in the next video. We've still got more FanFest coverage coming up because there was a lot of stuff to cover and I couldn't get it done in the videos that I've done thus far. So enjoy your Thanksgivings if you're here in America. If you're in Canada, I know it was a month ago. And if you're in Europe, you know what? Just consider it a thank you video and throw the Thanksgiving out of it. So I will see you all in the next one. And until then, take care.